My name is Olga Karach. I'm from Belarus. I'm a chief of the Belarusian Human Rights Center, Our House. Now we are in exile in Lithuania, and many years I'm working for women's and children's rights. But now we have very specific time, and since 2022, I'm working in very unique topic. This is first time in my life when I am fighting for men's rights. We started the campaign when the war started. We started the campaign called "No means No" to help Belarusian conscientious objectors and deserters to avoid the participation in the war in Ukraine, because we believe that Putin and Lukashenko, they cannot continue the war without soldiers. So our task as a peace movement of Belarus and also people, our colleagues from Russia, we have to help Belarusian and Russian men to avoid the participation in the war. Unfortunately, conscientious objectors and deserters from Belarus and Russia are not welcome anywhere. They're criminalized, they're stigmatized, and even if they're fleeing to European countries, to the Baltic states, very often they're deported back to Belarus and to Russia. In Belarus, I'm labeled as a terrorist. For terrorism, the punishment is a death penalty. People now, people in our region, they believe in weapons like we believe in God. They don't believe in people's power anymore. They ignore the strategies of people's resistance. And this is why anti-war movements in Belarus and Russia don't receive any international attention, any international support, any almost no international solidarity. We have a lot of romanticization of the war. We have a lot of glorification of violence. And unfortunately, I see a very dangerous process, how patriarchal narratives are increasing everywhere. Now in our region, we have only one good approval role for men and one approval role for women. Men, you have to take weapons to your hands and to be defender. And for women, to organize inspiration for your men to go to the front and to kill other men. If you don't accept this role, if you don't want to play in such political game, you are stigmatized, you are under attacks, you are under a lot of pressure from both sides of the war camps. Receive a lot of support from Quakers and especially Tracy Martin here in Belgium, because Quakers show very high level how religious faith communities can support people and can support changes and can have the impact according to their belief. I have a message to all European leaders. We need sustainable peace. We need to build new architecture system of collective security where the war is impossible as a principle in general for the whole region. Now all people, they read media, watch media, you know, it's always about the same. Like people, you will be killed during 6 months, 1 year, several years, etc. This is not future at all, you know, for many people. It's very destructive, it's very depressive, it's very pessimistic when people always listen that they have only one option: to have a war or to be war refugees somewhere, take your back and children and running away from the region, you know. And so know any positive picture of your future. And we have to change it because we need alternative scenario for every one of us. Because we don't need war, we need peace. And I still believe that peace is possible.